This portion of the news is brought to you by the new Shell and Leaded, designed for extra miles.
Welcome back. A report has been commissioned and concludes that a notable percentage of school-aged children are experimenting with drugs. This according to Minister of State for National Security, Senator the Honorable Keith Bell. At the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Drug Trafficking exhibition on Friday, Bell revealed the types of drugs school children are using.
What we find happening more so is the sale of these beady cigarettes, and they're using this pipe, this hook pipe called the hookah. And it is more or less for non-smokers, and it is a device which is used basically as a substitute for persons not to involve themselves in smoking and get that nicotine effect. The point is that when these young persons begin to experiment with these beady cigarettes and this pipe, this hookah pipe, we see that they tend to go even further and begin to experiment with drugs and the like. And so it's a major challenge for us, and so we want to discourage our young people, particularly males, not to experiment.
Director of the National Anti-Drug Secretariat, Cheswell Hanna, says the Bahamas has reached a critical point in the war against drugs. Hanna says the Secretariat will continue to do all they can to discourage young people from a life of drugs.
We should lend our support behind all of the local stakeholders who have expertise and skills in dissuading young people. After school programs, we have Teen Challenge, which is a very crucial member of our stakeholder group, who take young people who have been suspended from school, who have been find themselves in the court for drug offenses. They take them there instead of taking them for incarceration. It's an alternative to incarceration. So we lend our support to those entities on trying to discourage them, not making criminals out of them.
Firefighters are tonight still trying to contain a blaze at an old car storage facility off Marshall Road in the rear of Anatole Rogers Senior High School. Officers got the call around 4 this morning, and immediately 3 units were dispatched. Currently, the fire is in the smoldering stage and poses no threat to neighboring communities. But Director of Fire Services Superintendent Walter Evans revealed that all hands will be on deck until that blaze has been extinguished.
We were able to ensure that the fire does not spread much beyond where it's at now. The fire is still burning. It's a very, very large area of old derelict vehicles. We're going to have smoke and some flames probably for another day or two. But of course, we have summoned heavy-duty machines to assist us with this, along with several water trucks.
Now, while the cause of the blaze is unknown, Superintendent Evans says his team remains committed to having all hands on deck until that blaze has been extinguished. However, he did admit that their hands are quite full.
We have other fire calls which are ongoing. Just as we were here this morning, we had a structural fire call. This morning while we were here, officers had to be deployed to that structural fire, and just shortly before this fire came in, officers had responded to another structural fire. So we do have our share of matters that we're dealing with at this stage.
Hundreds of Atlantis employees were up and ready to go early Saturday morning as they participated in the company's massive Give Back initiative. From security, special events to engineering, every division of the company was represented. Employees were assigned to various charities such as the Bahamas National Trust, the Elizabeth Estates, and Building Lane Children's Home. The company's president and managing director, Paul Burke, led the island-wide venture.
Great organizations have balance, and this provides balance. We have empathy when we get out and we see how generosity increases happiness for other people, and it makes us feel good. So if we feel good, we can do better in our day jobs, and it's just really a really aligned approach for us.
We protect property, protect people, and sometimes we don't realize that serving the whole person, serving the whole community is also very, very important.
We do care about the community and about what's going on in the community and how important it is to support the community.
We really like to get out and help the community and be wherever we can, whenever we have the time and resources to do it.
And that does it for this portion of the news, but don't go anywhere. Sports is up next.